Hey guys, so today's video going to be a real short one, and it's going to be a review, kind of like a summary of a project that I've already done, and I've mentioned it probably 7 or 8 times in some of my other videos that I was going to do this particular project, but for whatever reason I've just never done it. Maybe a little bit of intimidation, kind of scary, but I did it, and I didn't want to put it on tape because I wasn't quite sure how it was going to work out. So ultimately it turned out great, and it was really friggin' easy and less than a 30-minute project. So here's what I'm talking about: wakeboard towers. So I got the 2016 AR240, and this stability system, the locking mechanism that they have on here, is, in my opinion, kind of shady. It's just a spring-loaded screw that mounts in the back of the wakeboard tower, and it just prevents it from flopping. Well, those of you on the Jet Boat forum know Swatsky had his tower collapse on him on the way over to Bimini a couple years ago. And these things are not light. And you know, I've got the JL 8.8s up there. I got 4 of them. Those are like 20, 30 pounds each, 25 pounds I think. And that's a lot of extra weight, and that's a lot of wear and tear in them screws holding that wake tower in. So I've just always been uneasy. So for the last couple, probably a year, I've been trying to think of ways that I could try to stabilize that wakeboard tower a little bit more. And I believe the Limiteds and the next one up, I forget what they're called off the top of my head. They've got some sort of locking mechanism, like a pin type deal that goes into their wakeboard towers. So I've gone through many ideas, and I concluded that I was just kind of overthinking stuff to try to go back off the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. So I came up with an idea using 7/16 inch thread all, or all thread, depending on where you come from in the country, just a rod that's all threaded. And I cut it to the length of the width of the tower, and I just drilled through the tower. So I have passionately called these things the Swatsky pins. So there you go, Swatsky, this one's for you. So here's what I'm going to do. Those of you that have the AR240, putting these towers down is really not a one-person deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I did, and then I'm going to cut out and I'll come back and show you how I did it. So here are my pins. I just kind of drilled right through there and on the other side, and that's it. Okay, I'm back. So I got the tower down. So here's what I did. If you've never seen inside this tower mount, get the camera in there. That's all it is. This is like a counterweight in here to keep it from, supposed to keep it from coming out, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so what I did is I measured from the end here to here, 4 1/8. That kind of clears the cable, doesn't interfere with it. And this is what I use: 7/16 all thread all, depending on where you're from, with a nylon washer. And then I went 1 inch up, and that's it. You can see it clears, doesn't interfere with the cable. It just drilled right through the tower. Stressful little drill escapade there, but it works. It works real good. Just gotta wipe off the pencil, but so yeah, 4 1/8 from here to here, and then 1 inch up. And then same on the other side. And you can see, pretty simple in there. These things here, I mean, these mounts are great and all, but if you can see in there, there's not a whole lot of thread, and these towers are pretty damn heavy just by themselves. And again, I'm using a 2x4 right now, but you get these 8/8s up there, or pretty much any speaker, that's a lot of stress on these things and these threads inside of here. And I do believe, and Swatsky, I know you're going to be watching this, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was your threads on this thing that gave out, or the threads in here, but nonetheless, it was the threads that gave out and sent this tower crashing right on the back of Swarovski. So, in summary, it turned out great. And honest to God, it was only like 30 minutes. My wife and I did it. Jeremy and his wife were out there with us, but it was pretty much my wife and I. Now, I am trying to find a different product. I go to Home Depot and Lowe's to try to find an actual piece of aluminum, which I don't know if it's too soft for this application, but a piece of aluminum, and I've got a tap and die set at home that I was just going to make these threads to match these little handles and use aluminum so it won't rust. But in the meantime, I kind of covered this with some silicone, a ghetto version of waterproofing, so temporary, but I'm looking for a piece of aluminum or something else to use. You could use something like this, or you could use a hitch pin. I don't know if you guys know what a hitch pin is. It's got that, normally you'll see them, they got red handles. It's got a cotter pin on the one side. That is another ideal situation. I just couldn't find any handy that were the same size. I used a 1/4-inch drill bit to go through the mount and the tower. So all in all, this was a pretty easy project, but a stressful one, because I didn't know if there was going to be enough of the mount once I drilled through it to actually hold in case those other screws failed. But it turned out great, and there's more than enough. There's probably 1.5 inches of mount still in there worth of material that, in case the factory screws bust loose, that these things that I put in there will pretty much hold. So yeah, again, I hope this project helps out. And again, less than 20 bucks. This rod, I think, was $9, and it was like 24 inches. And I just cut it to size to match the width of everything. The handles I got at Lowe's were, I think they were $3 each. And then the nylon washers, I think, were like 98 cents for a pack of like 8 or 10 or something like that. And that's it, man. 1/4-inch drill bit. Again, I measured 4 1/8 inch up from the end of the mount, and then 1 inch up is where I drilled my hole. Super simple, and it looks pretty good. So yeah, hope this helps somebody. If I can answer any questions about it, let me know. Till next time, guys. Later.